Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ari and you guys are watching Finance Square. In today's video, I'm going to do a little bit of a recap of what happened in the past few days. And also, if you didn't watch my last video where I actually predicted a crash in cryptocurrency, highly recommend to watch it. Now, this specific video will give you a bit more clarity on what's going to happen for the next few years or for next year or two, and as to when you should guys look at entering cryptocurrency. So stay tuned. So I just wanted to maybe do a little bit of a recap as to why I made this call on Sunday that we're going to see a crash in cryptocurrency. So first of all, we've seen so many good news about Bitcoin, and we just saw the cryptocurrency keep going up and up and up. And then we also saw someone like Elon Musk been pushing Dogecoin, talking about Bitcoin, Tesla literally purchasing a large amount of money of Bitcoin. I think it was about $350 million worth of Bitcoin. So these were for me a lot of sign that we actually are overbought in this sector. Another thing that actually gave me a little bit more reassurance that we actually are due to a very big correction is because of the over leveraged platform. And actually I'm watching quite a lot the lending scene or the leverage scene of multiple platforms, and I'm seeing that in some cases they actually are limiting or they're over leveraged. They actually need to limit user option to trade. Now this sort of information you won't be able to know unless you actually are using one of those platforms and observing those platforms. Now the only way for anyone to be able to predict or to be able to feel the market is by actually being involved in the market. If you're not involved in the market, you're not able to predict, you're not able to feel the market sentiment or to feel the change of the momentum, which is something that whoever is actually a bit more involved or maybe is doing more day trading is feel more comfortable and is able to really sense a change of the market sentiment. Now, for those who don't know, actually I've been observing, I've been involved in the crypto sphere because of my previous work since 2016 or late 2016. And basically I had a chance to talk to maybe 10,000 people, maybe more, over the last 5 years almost. And I get a lot of experience, I get a lot of understanding in retail mindset, in company mindset, and obviously to understand what are the signs that things are due to a correction. So I actually did make a video in January about my correction that I'm forecasting, and then I made another video where I actually said that I have changed my perspective. The reason why I changed my perspective from my last video, which was in January, is because two things happened that I did not foresee. Is that Wall Street, obviously the Wall Street event was able to really push the market. And the second thing, because of the Wall Street, it really attracted, I think maybe at least 10 million new customers that maybe never invested in the stock market or in cryptocurrency to the scene. So because of that, such a very big inflow of new customers to those trading platforms, cryptocurrency exchanges, really saw that the correction that was due in January was literally postponed because of all this new fresh flow of income. Another reason why I felt that we were due to a correction, because I noticed it that we're seeing more and more platform or cryptocurrency platforms that are having a lot of issues. They are literally publishing that they have a record new registration, or they need to upgrade the infrastructure, which means that right now we're really having a lot of more customers than the previous cycle. So right now we probably have a lot of customers that maybe purchase a lot of cryptocurrency, maybe early of January, maybe toward the end of January, and but between the early of January and end of January, they're still somehow profitable. They haven't yet, or they break even. And what's going to happen is that those people that have purchased those cryptocurrency they're gonna do two things. Either they're gonna just keep holding, and then during the time they're gonna be holding, we're gonna see slightly the price regression and going further down and down and down, or at some point they're going to see the price is not going in their favor, they're going to start selling. So this is the typical retail mindset when it comes to cryptocurrency. So I'm going to be literally give you guys my price prediction, which is not beautiful at all, for the next year or two, and as to when you should only consider buying again cryptocurrency, because if you look at past cycle, every cycle has a very big correction, which might not happen one day. It might happen over 365 days, over 400 days, which is definitely gonna happen. So I'm gonna just illustrate for you guys briefly the price cycle in the last rally until the halving, and also going to do the same thing for Ethereum. Now, if you bought at the peak, which is $2,000 if you're looking at Ethereum, if you're looking at Bitcoin at $58,000, rest assured you have your option. So option one is to leave it as is, and basically the price will probably take, again, if my projections are correct, it's probably gonna take for another 3 years or so. It's talking about late 2022 for a price to start going up, and maybe touching again those $58,000 prices. So I'm being very realistic. I'm gonna show you my reasoning. So let's review what happened in the past for us to be able to expand and justify the next price prediction, or what will be the lowest price for Bitcoin in the coming year or before the halving. So in the past, we had obviously the 1st of December 2017, we had Bitcoin reaching $20,000, and then it took 396 days for it to go down to a level which it's 85% lower from the all-time high, which pushed the price of Bitcoin around $3,400. All right, just for you guys to have an idea. Now then we have the halving, which took place on the 12th of May 2020. And then from the halving until, let's say, the peak was $58,000, we had a 625% gain. So basically 6x return from the halving. So again, so this is for you guys just to have an idea. And then now, if you wanted to look what should be the lowest price for Bitcoin, if you're actually really looking to just acquire, you can obviously do dollar cost averaging, which is obviously it's amazing, but I personally do not believe in dollar cost averaging. In my past, I feel that I have been able to find a good entry point, and I prefer to just start saving those money and literally not to enter in the near future until that my price prediction is fulfilled. So if we look at the last cycle, we had an 85% drop. Now for this specific cycle, based on Bitcoin price reaching $58,000, I'm foreseeing an 88% drop, which will push the price of Bitcoin. So based on my price prediction, based on the last correction that we saw on Bitcoin, I priced in a Bitcoin correction of 88.52% drop to the lowest level for the next upcoming hundreds of days. It's not gonna happen straight away, it's gonna happen slowly. So based on the prices, it will mean that we're gonna have a price correction of $52,000. Again, I know this is a bit very harsh. Again, this time we had a lot of institutional, we have traded companies that have purchased millions of dollars of Bitcoin. So this price prediction is maybe based on previous cycle, but it might not be correct. So my price prediction for Bitcoin is to go below $10,000, or to be precise, is to really go to that $6,200 price range. Again, it's not gonna be like from today to tomorrow. Last time it took 400 days, 396 days until it reached the bottom. I'm looking here at a year and a half, if not more, probably a year plus, for the price of Bitcoin to really plummet to the final price range. And then you have again the next halving, which is 2024, and usually the media will start talking about Bitcoin halving 1 year beforehand. So again, so I'm foreseeing that probably before 2023 May, we're going to be looking at the bottom price of Bitcoin should have reached. So again, so whichever reach first, it might be that we might have at a time price of Bitcoin at $10,000. So again, if you want to be conservative and instead of really waiting for the bottom, I'll probably look at doing dollar cost average at around anything below $10,000. Again, there's going to be obviously some sentiment and a lot of probably negative news about it. So again, you want to buy Bitcoin when no one is talking about it. You don't want to be buying Bitcoin or everyone is talking about it. And this is what we saw in this last Friday. All the news was talking about Bitcoin. So it makes sense that we're supposed to see a correction. Now, will it be 88% correction? Maybe, maybe not, but we're going to see a correction. So I decided to place it here because I feel we need to really eliminate all these big green bars that we see. We have this 9 big green bars. Eliminate all these big green bars to a place where it might be the same price of the last halving or maybe slightly lower. This is my price prediction for Bitcoin. I know I'm being harsh, but again, it's my opinion. You don't need to listen to it, just to have this in mind. Now for the price of Ethereum. So again, I look again at Ethereum. So Ethereum all-time high in the life cycle was the 1st of December 2017. At the time it was priced in at $1,400, and then we have reached the bottom around $70 around January 2019. That's when Ethereum reached the all-time low, which took 365 days. Again, Bitcoin trick, it took, if you look at Bitcoin, it took Bitcoin 396 days, and Ethereum it took 365 days for the price of Bitcoin to really plummeted, and it went down by 92%. Again, no one at the time imagined that Ethereum will go back to $75, because no one thought about it. I think even dropped to, if I'm not mistaken, even to $40-something. So again, this is really something that no one is talking about. How can you really think about something that is valued $1,400 to go back to a price of $45 or even $50? It's very harsh for us to imagine. But again, it happened in the past and probably gonna happen again. Maybe not as a strong drop, we're gonna see a very strong price correction. All right, so in this case, obviously we have changed from proof of work to proof of stake. So this obviously might change the correction amount. So maybe instead of being 80%, it might be 60%. But again, I'm just looking at the chart, and I really believe for a real correction, we need to really eliminate all the rally. So based on this chart, I actually decided that the price correction, or how much it's supposed to go down, is 89%. All right, so 89% just for you guys to understand. It took 90 days for the price of Ethereum to go up by this amount. 90 days. It's not gonna be 90 days correction, it's gonna be 380, 370 days correction. Again, this is for you guys to remember. It took 90 days for this price to go up. So basically 3 months for this rally. It's gonna take probably 12 months to eliminate all this rally. So we're looking here at a price range 4. So again, this is where I consider the elimination of all this rally, which is around $200. Okay, so $200 will mean 89% drop. This will be the only time I'll be considering looking at my saving account and putting back the money or buying any cryptocurrency. I'm not gonna be looking at buying any cryptocurrency. Again, right now, all cryptocurrency are overbought and overhyped. If you are looking to enter the market, You can also look at buying right now with just small amount of money just for the sake of saying that you have cryptocurrency. But looking at history, we're gonna have a correction. This is another reason why I've been making for you guys content about different sectors, because I've seen all the cycle. I've been working in the financial industry, in trading platform, and I've seen the cycle, and the cycle will basically shift users from cryptocurrency to all the alternatives. So we might have some new thing coming out. Obviously we have the DeFi, we have the lending, you have YIFI, you have all these new things that were created during the holding period, literally made a lot of money. And I'm gonna be observing for you guys for the next year or so what's gonna be the next coin that during the price correction of all cryptocurrency will basically go up or will have the potential to go up. So this is my price prediction or my mindset when it comes to cryptocurrency. And again, I know that most of my content is relevant to cryptocurrency. I do not try to do cryptocurrency content if I don't find them relevant. I'm not here to make daily content. I have other stuff to do. I'm here to open your mindset and regarding what are the possibilities. And again, I'm just gonna be working my ass off, generating income from different streams, and then I'm gonna be looking at buying at different time frame. So every time I'm gonna be looking at potentially buying, I'm obviously gonna make a video about it. And that's it. So I highly recommend you guys to watch my other video regarding to investing in e-commerce, investing in game industry, and also investing in CRISPR or gene editing. I'm going to be, as usual, providing you guys and reviewing different sector, explaining what is this sector, what are the risks, what are the potential, how you can actually take part. If you are looking to cash in those profits that you make from cryptocurrency, you can also obviously look at staking those cryptocurrency. My only dilemma when it comes to staking is when you live in the native of the coin and the coin go down by 80%. What's 80% when you make 5% staking reward? So again, you might want to consider maybe staking in the stable coin if you really feel that you were able to reach your target and you made all those profits. So obviously maybe look at staking it in stablecoin and make maybe 2%, 5%. And obviously when you feel it's the bottom, you can obviously reinvest all this stablecoin that you've been staking into the cryptocurrency market, or look at investing in the stock market. So that is for me for today, and I hope you guys are gonna have an amazing weekend. Until next time, bye.